no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Straight ahead, here's Ne on the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Wilson will throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. The 40. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Then payments the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, up in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. No Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Bozzy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity, and I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making a million of verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim it ready to Whittles Peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. And he's out right at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Being chased out left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on second down, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Davion Taylor charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10.
Ready.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This a second and 7 from the 37. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the gun on third down, Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And the Patriots at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Give to Hall running right. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Play action. Now Wilson. That's caught by Waller out left side. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball again on 2nd down. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Jones now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jermaine Johnson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Nwangu underneath. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Wilson. They'll get this to Nwangu. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff here to Nwangu. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kene Nwangu with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop it behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jones. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. And a completion to Wilson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now Hall to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 15 now. Jones, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Drive will start with Nwangu. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble or an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hall again on 2nd down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
One more time with Hall. And they're going to drop him behind the line again. My goodness, how stout is this front 7? The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his kick is indeed good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. 78 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the give is Nwangu. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Nwangu. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating.